Hello my friends, I'm Kayla. Thank you for coming back to my channel, or if it's your first time here, this is my summer TBR. This is what I'm planning to read for the next 3 months. I love filming a quarterly TBR. Like, it makes me so happy I can't even explain it. It's like a time to gather all of my thoughts, talk about things I'm excited about, let you in on some stuff, get your opinion on some things, and then also I used to do monthly plans and that just felt a little bit too structured, and this way it allows me to be like, I'm gonna do this month, or maybe next month, or maybe the next month, and it's perfect. Let me pull out my ugly brown notebook of plans and I will tell you what is happening. A lot is happening. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to pull some things out of the TBR jar. Do I start there? I usually end there, and now I'm feeling like I should. Yeah, I'm gonna pull one, talk about stuff, pull one, talk about stuff, end it with a bang. So these are my reading plans for June, July, and August. I really just want to get in here. There's so many new ones. I've had so many people join my membership lately, I think because of the spreadsheet series that I've been doing and wanting to see like what all the other besties are putting on their list. And if you just joined, you know that you're in luck because we're doing an entire month-long like readathon for the besties where we read things inspired by the spreadsheet. So like you go in there, you find the zodiac sign, you find people who love books in common, and then you're reading something else. And hopefully this is a chance to find like all of your new favorite books. I posted a video for the besties to find their new favorite books. I gave recommendations, and I will also be doing a video this month inspired by the spreadsheet, something like that all Aries like and all Enneagram 8s like. I'm very excited to get into it. Hopefully I pull something that is already on my TBR or like fits into some TBRs, because I've got plans. I've got a summer full of plans. Oh my gosh. Okay. You ready? Okay. The book that was suggested, I've already read, so that means I get to move on to the prompt, and I haven't read the prompt. Okay. So the first thing I see is I'm suggesting The Library at Mount Char. This is something that's been recommended to me so many times, and I have read it, and I just thought it was fine, even though I recognize it does fit with the types of things that I should love. This is Coco's Book Nook. Thank you for the comment. Now, what's the prompt? Starting with a prompt is so good because I can fit that into like any blog. Okay. If you've already read it, I suggest reading another book about books. Okay, this comment is cut off, but I imagine that's like the gist of it. A book about books. Not so easy to fulfill. It's so easy to fulfill, she says. Can't see a single book that fits that prompt. Ooh, okay. Let's pick No One Was Supposed to Die at the Wedding by Catherine Mack, because this is about an author and she's on a book tour in the first book. This is a sequel. I read the first book during Summerween last year, and that is one of my plans in my little ugly brown book of plans, that I'm going to participate in Summerween again, and I need to look at the prompts with you in this summer TBR. So I figured I was going to read this for that readathon. Honestly, I just don't have that many mystery thrillers on my TBR right now. Not very many are really calling to me or make me excited. So I'm gonna have a hard time building this TBR, I think, but let's look at the prompts for it and see what we can do, what we can plan. Okay, read a book in the dark or at night. This is a readathon started by my friend Gabby, just so you know. Second is read a horror thriller book. Okay, easy. 3, read a book with a sky on the cover. It's a sky. This one fits for the thriller book. This is more of a mystery, so I'll do it for the sky prompt. Read a book you've owned for more than a year. Okay, I do have some options here. Actually, let me just pull one out right now. Let me commit to finishing No One Dies Yet by Kabi Benben, because I was planning on reading this year. It's in my, oh god, I don't want to reflect on 25 and 25 right now because I feel like I haven't even hit like half of them, and I should be almost by this point in the year. But this is one that I started and I just never completed. So that would be a good pick for Summerween, a good physical read while maybe I'm on vacation. I always end up on vacation during Summerween. And then read a novella, manga, or listen to a spooky audiobook. That's easy, that can be anything. I do have a list of new releases I want to share with you in this video that I'm excited to read for summer, but I need to think about this readathon because it's July 5th to 12th. So a lot of the books that I'm probably going to mention that are new releases aren't going to be out yet. Okay, much to think about there, but if I'm planning on reading 5 to 7 books in that readathon, here are 2 of my plans. That's all you get let in on right now, I think. Speaking of Gabby, actually, let's move on to the next thing. I just want to quickly update about, or let you know that I will be reading my own Literally Dead book club picks for the summer. All you know about at this point is the June pick, which is Eat the Ones You Love by Sarah Maria Griffin. This is a sapphic horror that takes place in a flower shop with a plant that wants to eat people. I just watched The Little Shop of Horrors with my channel members. It went great. And hopefully there are some like mentions, allusions in here that we can pull out and talk about in the live show with Jordaline at the end of June. And then the July pick is With a Vengeance by Riley Sager, and I'll be doing this live show with Elias and Chanel, and it's the one where there's this woman whose family business has been destroyed by a bunch of people, and so she gets them all on a train together, and she's going to confront them, get them arrested at the end of the journey, but somebody dies on the way there, and she now has to protect the people that she wants vengeance against. And then my August pick I haven't officially announced, but there will be an announcement in July for like, well, I guess we actually have to do a poll for, I can't remember, is it our September or our October pick? I think I want to do like a fun or wacky kind of mystery thriller. There are some that have already come out this year that people are talking about. There are some coming up. I still need to make some decisions, but that announcement will be coming soon. The August pick is in this video somewhere. I just haven't officially announced it. Oh, and I guess regarding the Besties Readathon, I haven't given away much of my TBR to anybody, but maybe I'll tell you guys one thing that I'll be reading for that vlog. As a Canadian, this has been very shameful over the years that I haven't read it. This will finally be the moment that I read Anne of Green Gables. I'm looking forward to it. I barely even know the plot. Like, my Canadian history apparently is bad. Like, I'm sure I heard about it in school. I'm sure it was talked about, but I don't really know what it is. Anyway, that is my little spoiler for the upcoming vlog. I have so much planned for it that I think I'm gonna do a little spin-off vlog because I post an extra video for my channel members every month, and I think I'll take one of the books and I'll make it a little spin-off. It won't be this one, I'll make it something else. Hopefully one that's like nice and juicy though. Okay, we talked about that, we talked about that, we talked about that. Oh, buzzword. I obviously need to do a buzzword episode for June, July, and August. I'm gonna commit right now, in one of those three, I will be reading Harrow the Ninth. Like, I have in my mind officially committed to this for the season. I don't know when I'm gonna fit it in, I don't know which one, but I can't imagine I go 3 more buzzwords without finally continuing in this series, because I've continued in the Magnolia Parks one. I'm sure I'll continue in the Veronica Speedwell. The agreement is if I find something that fits one book that fits both of the prompts for the buzzword things in a month, then I will continue in one of the series that I need to get to. This is definitely intimidating, but I know that I want to vlog it because people keep telling me they want to see my reaction to it. And I think that in itself is making it feel intimidating, but I will make sure I fit it in. The upcoming prompts for titles are memory related words, punctuation in the title, which I have not made any decisions about. I need to start thinking about that. And with in the title. And then cover things are celestial objects, technology, and transportation. And I have some ideas for all of those. Let me tell you one more book and then I'll pull another thing from the jar. One of the new releases I can tell you that I'm really excited to read this season is called, something I don't remember. It's Not the End of the World, or It Is the End of the World, something like that. And it's a short story collection inspired by The Stand, exists in the world of The Stand. And so one of my summer reading plans before getting to read that is finally rereading this. I haven't done it since I was a teenager. I know I've read it twice, so it should be more in my memory than it is. And I definitely, oh God, it's so big. It's so heavy. If there's anyone who's doing like a readathon for this, let me know. I feel like some people might because, well, yeah, when I did the spreadsheet, honestly, for the channel besties, this is not a Stephen King that occurred to me would show up on anybody's favorites, but it was actually on there a significant number of times. So people love this more than I thought. I just don't think I've ever heard anybody talk about it, like ever. Like in the back of my mind, I always knew that people had read it. It's an epic book, but for me, it felt like one of those things that was in my Stephen King past. And when I hear most people talk about Stephen King, they talk about his more horror stuff. And apparently like this, I should have known, like I feel shameful, but I should have known it was as popular as it is. So maybe a lot of people are as hyped about this one that clearly I'm not hyped enough because I can't remember the title. And maybe someone's like doing some type of readathon or something this summer for people to read this. I'm not starting it, but I would love to participate because I don't have any content planned for this. But anyway, oh, it's hurting my wrist. Okay, let's pull something else from the jar and then we'll talk about some other new releases for the summer. Maybe I'll pull Harrow the Ninth. Wouldn't that be great? Because I know it's in here a lot. And now I'm not going to cut this because someone will think that I cheated and dug through here for an hour to try to find Harrow the Ninth. What if it is Harrow the Ninth now and I'm a witch? Can you imagine? No fucking way. This is a prank. This is a prank. This is a prank. You Okay. Wait, am I a witch? It is Harrow the Ninth, I'm not kidding. How did that happen? You saw me dig in there. I didn't have anything in my hands. I'm shaking. How did that just happen? It must be in here more than I thought. I was joking. This is the craziest thing that's ever happened. This is the craziest thing that's ever happened since that one time I was unboxing a box and I was like, this company should sponsor me. They should make me like a, what was it called? A vlogger friend. And then I opened the box and it was an invitation to become a vlogger friend. I'd love for you to read Harrow the Ninth or continue with the series by Faiza. I'm actually shaking. No one's gonna believe this is real. That's so crazy. I'm gonna be sick. I actually need to take a second. I had a feeling summer was gonna be incredible. And I just feel like this is more evidence that the summer's gonna be incredible. Everything's gonna work out for me. I've never been more powerful. I really hope the clip of that, I really hope the clip of that I didn't have the jar down here. Someone's gonna say something. Like, how could you not think that that was fake? I feel like I need to open all of these now and show you all of them because maybe, I don't know, me, I'd be like, she just printed 200 of the same comment so she would have a high likelihood to get it. I promise. Look, maybe you can see some of the words on some of these. Well, maybe they are all Harrow. Maybe everyone just wants me to read Harrow and they all wrote it down. Okay, let's get back into it. Should we go through some of the summer things that are coming out that I am really looking forward to? We've got Starving Saints, which is about this house, religious house, where some kind of power has taken over and there are 3 women inside who like can truly see through all the bullshit and they're gonna like fix everything and help everything. It's actually a pick for Aardvark this month. They just announced it and it has gold foiling and it's really pretty, so I ordered it. If you want to order it, I think this coupon code is still good. If you're in the States, you can get it for $4 if you sign up for a membership today. I also want to read Kill Creatures. I don't read a lot of YA horror, but I have to read from this author. And it's about this girl who like killed all of her friends. And then when she's at the trial, or no, at their funeral or something. Yeah, because she wasn't accused. They don't know that it was her. But she's at their funeral and one of them walks through the door and like she didn't die. So now maybe she'll get in trouble. I already have a copy of Mercy Makers because this was sent to me. I thought it was an ARC, but I'm pretty sure it's just the final copy or they just didn't put ARC on it. Does it come in paperback? That's very interesting. This, what I know about it is we have a character who creates like magical disguises for people and helps people have their magical powers. Like people get what they want through her, and her father gets in trouble for something, is sentenced to death, and now she has to like use her powers to save him. Oh, and there's Forbidden Love. I didn't know that. A heretic must decide between forbidden magic and the ecstasy of forbidden love in the start of a decadent romantic epic fantasy trilogy. Oh, I might as well mention the other arc. This one just came out yesterday, but it's Be Gay, Do Crime. And I'm gonna put a vlog out this weekend reading some of these stories and not reading all of the stories and talking to you about some of them, along with a couple other books. Then When Javi Dumped Mari, this is a story of these childhood friends who agreed that they have to vet each other's significant other, and they always have, but then Mari decides to get married and Javi doesn't agree with her marrying this person, but she has like broken their friendship vow, and he basically has 8 weeks leading up to their wedding to convince, or 10 weeks or something, to convince her the wedding is a sham and to be with him instead. It sounds like epic top tier mess, and I want it so bad. Then we have 2 books that I don't actually know. I think I'm gonna wait to see what other people think first, because I don't feel like I really love stories that are pitched as 3 different women in 3 different generations, 3 different periods in time, all dealing with the same thing. But if you guys all end up loving Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil and The Bewitching, then I too will pick them up. They're about like witches, vampires, stuff like that. I also have A Game in Yellow, which I can't in this moment remember the plot of, but the cover is incredible. Oh, it has something to do with a play. Someone has written like a screenplay and when you read it, you go crazy. Something like that. The Possession of Alba Diaz. This is like a historical horror romance. This woman goes into a mine. She's like hiding from something, her family's expectations maybe. And she like falls in love with someone, the cousin of someone that she's betrothed to, or like the town hates or something like that. I don't care. Anything this author writes, I'm in. Of course, Kate Basis comes out this summer, which is like those two students have to go into hell to see their professor. I think I'm gonna love that. Too Old for This comes out, which is about like a serial killer who's retired, and then someone comes to her and they're like, I know what you did. And so she has to kill them, maybe? What else? Tusk Love is on my TBR. People keep commenting. They're like, oh my God, my two worlds are colliding. I can't even remember what it is. This is critical something. I don't know. I don't understand, and I don't want to understand. Critical Role? I think it's like some kind of role-playing game, but I don't understand how it became a book. And here's the thing. I feel like it would be really interesting because most people who have this on their TBR are reading it because they have a relationship with like the game, the concept, where this came from. And I don't, and I feel like it'll be a fun perspective for me to share of somebody who knows nothing about it. On the flip side, the Raven Boys graphic novel comes out this summer. I'm terrified to read it because I don't like a graphic novel, but it's my favorite series of all time. I've been trying to figure out how to make content out of it. And now talking about these two back to back, I feel like there should be a vlog I do where it's like, I'm like sharing, what do I title this? How do I pitch this? Like a book adaptation from something I have a lot of history with and an adaptation of something that I know nothing about. And I just like, because I want to talk about them both. Maybe I could fit them into a vlog together. Who knows? Tusk Love is a romantasy. There's like a half ogre and there's a woman who falls in love with him. I don't know. Anything else? Oh, Killer on the Road and The Babysitter Lives. This is a bind up of Stephen Graham Jones's two stories. One came out last year. The year before it was only available on audio. I never listened to it. And then his newest one, Killer on the Road. Also, Ex-Girlfriend Murder Club is about these girls who all date the same guy and they're going to confront him and dump him together or something, but then he's dead when they get there and they have to, I don't know, cover it up or try to not be implicated. Then what else? Oh my gosh. I also have a book club with my channel members. We're currently reading All the Water in the World. This is years after the glaciers melt. We have a group of people who are staying in New York City. They hunt and grow their own food. Then a superstorm comes in and takes the last of their stuff, and they have to move somewhere else. They have to find people to take them in. They have to rely on community, but they're also protecting like the museum's collections where they're originally staying from like harm. We have a live show about this in just a couple weeks, and then as soon as we're done that, we can start in on The Compound. This one I think comes out at the end of this month. It's like a reality TV show, but it says it's a mix of like survival, like actual real life survival, and a reality show. So these people are on the show to find love and to get out of their circumstances and make money, but they also have to survive. There's a bunch of women who are already there, and then the men are all coming to the island to participate, but only if they survive the trek there. Like what? I think it'll be really fun to read. I was going to do a vlog inspired by reality shows. I don't watch reality TV. There's two things that I watch. I watch The Challenge and I watch Taskmaster, but only a specific one because I have to really like the hosts and the cast to watch the season. A lot of reality TV shows are about dating, which I'm not interested in, but I think I could be interested in if the book is a dating reality TV show. So I want to explore some things that are happening in the bookish space regarding that, but I don't know if I'm actually going to follow through with that video. Maybe I'll start filming it and like reading the books, and if all of them go poorly, maybe I won't. Anyway, what else? There's a couple of videos that I mentioned last season that I was going to do, and then honestly, like, time just got away from me. Like the last couple of months, I haven't read very many books, and I've been doing a lot of other things. And so I never completed the 2 videos I was planning. I was doing another canceled videos video, and then I was gonna do one inspired by a bingo board of like all of my favorite things. So maybe you will see those this season. It depends if all of the things that I listed take up all of my time. Oh, and then also for the entire summer, I think I'm gonna film something. I haven't really fully thought out this thought, but I posted a video that was like all of the videos that I've done in the past, what my TBR would look like now if I had to rebuild a TBR current day, what it would be. And I asked you to pick one or vote for one that you would want to see me redo, and I just don't think there's a consensus. And I don't know, did I think there would be one? There are so many video ideas. So I'm thinking maybe instead of just taking a week to redo one, I actually spend the whole summer in between other vlogs, like once in a while, reading and vlogging something. So I'm accomplishing not all, but like a mix of all of the videos that I mentioned, all of the potential TBRs, because there was someone excited about like every single one in the comments. So I think maybe that's the answer. Anyway, I feel like that's enough. I feel like that's plenty. I do have 3 other things listed. But now I'm starting to think, do I have time for all of these things? Anyway, let's pull the last thing. My husband is sending me golf clubs that he's interested in. We're gonna go with Eat the Rich by Sarah Gailey. I did read that and I didn't like it. Samir, was Samir the reason I read this to begin with? Wasn't it Samir whose favorites I was reading because of in the favorites? And then maybe Samir commented and was like, oh, that's my TBR jar suggestion. So pause. I was just editing this video and I realized that there's a prompt on this slip. And the whole reason that there are prompts to begin with are for in the case where the book you recommend I've already read. And so there's a prompt to use as the backup. And I just completely ignored Samir's prompt. That's my bad. It says, read a book whose title includes a word representing your current mood. And I can actually come up with an entire book title that encompasses my mood. But the thing is, while I was filming the TBR, I put the slip away and I did go on to read someone else's. And I can actually fit them both together. So I'll see you back here in a second. This is the one. Oh no. This is the 3, apparently. One just went down my dress. This one. Wait. Wait. Read a book with a song lyric as a title. Example. Okay, I didn't know if she was saying like I had to read these ones if I hadn't already read them. Example, Make My Wish Come True. I don't know what that is. Enchanted to Meet You. Don't know what that is. Love on the Brain. Oh, must be love on. Okay, we have another prompt. OMG, it's Yelsa. I don't think I can, do you think there's something on my TBR already that I just don't know is also a song? Maybe there's like a Goodreads shelf. I bet there is. Can you let me know if you know of anything that would fit for this? Now, I don't know if it's occurred to anybody else, not me, because I couldn't remember the name of the book that I was referencing, but The End of the World as We Know It is a song. I'm pretty sure that book title is from the song. Like, I don't know if REM invented the phrase, it's the end of the world as we know it, or if they pulled it from somewhere else for their song, but it's an iconic song. You might also know it from Great Big Sea. And because that is the state of the world, it is the state of my consciousness. It is how I feel day to day. I feel enthusiastic about my life and about my job, and I bring joy, but also the world is crumbling and everything is bad and everything is terrible, and there's this battling sense of things constantly happening in my mind. And so with this book already on my TBR for the month of August, I can also fulfill both of the prompts from both of the people. That's how I feel. It is a song lyric. I'm already planning to read it. This is the perfect thing that could have happened. I wish I had realized in the moment what was happening, but editing me, we put the pieces together and I'm feeling great. I'm feeling very, very bad, but I also feel fine. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Now roll the outro. Because I don't have to make this decision right now. You know what the best decision I ever made was? Having people submit a prompt. Because apparently there are a good amount of people who don't have a specific book they want me to read, but they wanted to leave a prompt. And I gave, maybe that's why my TBR jar is so full. Because in the past, it was like you could only mention me a book. And maybe one just like doesn't come to mind. But a prompt is so easy. Plus, you know, I love to turn things into a game. So thank you so much for your prompts. I'm so excited to continue building this TBR. I really hope you stick around with me this summer and you watch my content and you hang out with me and you are liking everything that I'm putting out. And I will see you in a vlog this weekend. Bye!